Hey, Mr. Burns. Unit 3 vocab. Hanging out on a teacher work day, my favorite day. Here we go. So Unit 3 vocab, you should have your vocab chart in front of you. Handout number 2 for Unit 3. There are 16 words. There's only one set this unit. It's about a 3 to 4 week unit, a little bit shorter. And then don't forget to review this vocab, because on the day that the vocab is due, which has been posted in class, you will also have a vocab and content quiz. So make sure you study your vocab as well as what we've done in the content up to that point. Alright, so you're already in the definitions. Your homework is to do your definition and the colored visual picture section of the 16 words. Alright, here we go. The first word is affirm. You see the handshake here is a good representation. Remember, you're using your own unique pictures. But to state as a fact, to confirm. It's a positive statement, to affirm something. It's not quite a guarantee, but it's to make sure that something is taken seriously and given. Okay? All right. Amend is the second word. You might know the word amendment. Amend is the verb, amendment being the noun. And any of these things, to reform, to change, modify, add to something, take away from something. It's basically what we're using it for. To amend the Constitution means to make a change to it. So they would add an amendment, and that would make a change. That could cancel another amendment, that could tweak another amendment, that could be something completely different. Alright, third word going down, we have domestic. And domestic meaning related to the home. It could also mean related to the nation, state, or area. So here, domestic policy means policy within the United States borders. Also, you might hear domestic tranquility when we talk about the preamble, so peace within our country. Alright, fourth word, governed. The governed are the people in a nation who live and are ruled by a government. Okay, I love this picture here. I'm from the government, I'm here to help. He's giving them change and he's stealing his wallet. Alright, on the next page, remember you can pause anytime you need to. We have a grievance, and this will be with the Declaration of Independence, which you learned about in 6th grade history. A complaint based on being treated wrongly or unfairly. And the Declaration of Independence is basically a list of grievances that the colonists wrote to the British King, King George. Okay, a guarantee. Guarantee, when you think of guarantee, you think of something that is going to happen. It's guaranteed. Right? Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back, just like on this logo here. 100% satisfaction. Okay, and our rights are guaranteed to us through the Bill of Rights. Posterity. We're going to go from G all the way to P. Posterity, future generations. And when we talk about the preamble later on in this unit, our blessings of liberty are extended to our posterity, which are the, generations coming in the future. It's not just current people, it's also future generations. Alright, preamble. There's the preamble, which we'll talk about. It's the introduction to the Constitution. But a preamble could be a general word. It's just a word that means like an introduction or a beginning of a document that usually says this is what the document is going to be about. Kind of like a goal-setting section of the document right at the beginning. Alright, next page, we've got a proposal. We're going to talk about the amendment process. And the first step in the amendment process is the amendment has to be proposed. If it's a United States, it has to be a member of Congress that introduces it. And if it's at the state level, it has to be a member of the General Assembly. Okay, and then the last step in the process of amending the Constitution in the United States and Virginia is ratify or ratification process, and that needs to approve at the national level. In order to approve an amendment, it has to be 2/3 of each house of Congress, the Senate and the House of Representatives, and 3/4 of the state governments. Not easy to do. It's why we only have 27 amendments. In Virginia, it's a little bit easier. Majority vote in the General Assembly, majority of Virginia voters on election day. Alright. Representative is a member, it could be a member of Congress, or just in general, a representative is kind of a general term. Someone who's elected to make decisions for the people that voted him or her into office. So that's a representative. All right, next, we have reside. We talked about a resident in Unit 1, and this is the verb form of residence. So when we say to reside, that means it lives there. It's resided there. It could be a thing. It could be a concept. It could also be a person resides somewhere. But in this case, we're using it more conceptually, that the power resides with the people. Okay, it's vested in it. It exists within the people. All right, what do we got next? We got a statute. This is a formal law created by a government. The statutes for religious freedom. We're going to talk about one of our founding documents, Virginia Statute for Religious Freedom. That just means a law. It's just another word for law. All right, we're almost there. We're on the last page here with tranquility. Tranquility means a very peaceful state. And we're talking about domestic tranquility. It means peace within the nation. I mentioned domestic earlier. And that's one of the goals of the Preamble and goals of our Constitution. Okay, is to keep the peace within our nation. And that's usually done by the police or done by agencies of the executive branch. All right, two more. We got unalienable. Our unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They are guaranteed. They are given at birth. They are unable to be taken away. That was written by Thomas Jefferson in the Declaration of Independence. All right, and the last word here is welfare. So promote the general welfare is one of our goals of the Preamble, goals of the Constitution, right? Overall health and well-being. We want to promote the general welfare. People have the right to overall health and well-being. All right, so again, that's it. So make sure, you watch this again if you need to, if you need some a little deeper explanation of the words. And make sure you get the vocab done with your definition, colored pictures by the due date. Remember, we have a quiz that day, so make sure you study. All right, signing off. Thank you.